Oh, the messages are flowing. So here's another interesting way to look at something that was always looked at another way. Karma. The whole fact and principle, it's actually a law, actually, that what you do comes back to you. Basically, all your actions, thoughts, and intents are mirrors of what's coming back towards you. Do as you want done. You get it. So a lot of people look at this most people look at this in a very negative light. Like, oh, karma's a bitch. Karma's, oh, that's karma. I hope karma comes and get back at you. And just negative connotations and phrases that people use really often that are associated with karma. But did you know that there's more than one way to look at karma? So for those of you who probably say no to that, I'll introduce you to a new perspective, and if it works for you, then try it out. Instead of looking at it negatively, look at it in a way that helps you and doesn't make you feel so bad about it or use it in a negative light. All right, what am I talking about? So instead of that, look at it as if something's coming back towards you or back around in your path that you've already done or you've already dealt with, or an action or a deed or something said comes right back around to you through someone or something or whatever. Look at it as, don't look at it as, man, it came back to me. Look at it as, what was I supposed to learn? If I don't like what's being done to me, then what did I do that caused this to reproduce in my life? And how can I change it? Take it as a tool to learn lessons, to grow. It's a tool. So if I said or did something not so favorable to somebody, and then it comes back around to me through someone else or another circumstance, and it turns out not so favorable for me because that was a vibration I sent out in the first place for it to be created, I can look at this situation like, I could be mad at it, like most people, but that doesn't really get you anywhere. Just being mad at it, you're just trying to make something feel guilty when really it's you that created it. So anger is not the solution. So let's try something else. Let's look at it as, all right, this is what's being presented to me right now. Why? Be the observer. Be the one who questions it, even yourself. So ask why. What am I supposed to learn from this? That this is a result of something that I already sent out. Because by the way, everything that's in front of you or everything that you're doing, you're surrounded yourself with, or everything you feel, your perspective, everything is all the result of thoughts you had in the past that created it now. So, with that said, what did you do that this is the creation coming back towards you in your life? And how can you change it to get a better result? That's how you start to change your life, people. It's really that simple. It's not this big, huge, complicated undergoing that you got to do and you got to change everything about you to be this new person and have a new beginning and have a new life. No, it's not that complicated. You're just getting rid of things that you're not. And how do you identify what's not you in the first place? Take a look at what you created so far. Take a look at how you feel. Take a look at the people around you. Do they really resemble the real you or someone you're trying to be? and a false vibration that you've been emitting to create a false identity and perception and results as far as people around you and the life that you're living. Take a look at it and observe it. The parts that your authentic self deep down is okay with, keep around. And everything else, shed it away. It's not as hard as people make it. Karma is not this evil thing that's out to come back and get people. Karma is simply a universal law that basically anything you emit, anything you create, whether it's good, bad, whatever, however you want to identify it, because that law does not identify it as good or bad. It just identifies it as, this is what you did, so this is what's coming back. This is what you're transmitting out to the universe, so the universe reflects it back to you through a circumstance, person, place, or thing. It will reflect it back to you. So look at that as an opportunity to grow. Look at that as one of the ultimate mirrors in life. And take a look around you at everything around you as a mirror of you, of the state of mind that you were in that created everything around you right now. And learn from it. And don't be afraid to cherry pick. It's your life. It's your creation. We are all in constant edit mode. It's called growth. Don't be afraid to edit your life. If you see that something around you or a situation in your life does not reflect results that you're really seeking, and they don't reflect who you truly are deep down, then you already know right there, first thing, that's got to somehow change. And it's got to start with you, because you got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, what vibration did I emit that created that? And how can I change that vibration? How can I change what I'm creating from this point forward, so that from this point forward, I start to create a life that's more on the level of my authentic self, who I truly am. And I'm not talking about your job. I'm not talking about male or female. I'm not talking about your sexual orientation. I'm not talking about your class status. None of that is who you really are. That's just what you created. I'm talking about who you really are when you're at your most comfortable, who you really are. Your life should reflect the best version of your authentic self. And whatever around you doesn't reflect that, check it and check yourself so you can create something new. We may not be able to go back and change what we did 5 years ago, but guess what? You do got the power right now with your thoughts and with your actions and with your words and your deeds and your intent and your energy and your vibration. You have the power to change, like right now, to start checking yourself, start disciplining yourself, start holding yourself accountable for it, take your power back and start creating a more fitting life to your authentic soul. You already know, if you have anything to share, I love it. Share any thoughts that you're getting from this in the comments. I highly recommend it. And I would love to hear different perspectives. That's how we learn. We learn from each other. And if you're not subscribed already, click it. It's right there. Much love and high vibrations.